everyone, it's Sharona from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Power Season 6, Episode 2. Whose side are you on? And I know whose side y'all not on. You not on my side because I am hella behind on Power, okay? So you guys are going to have to bear with me through this episode recap because I did watch this episode like 3 weeks ago, but I took detailed notes. So just bear with me. But I'm catching up on all of the Power episodes, recording everything tonight. So if you don't see something pop up, it's going to pop up in the morning because I still have to give everything time to download, edit, to get it posted to my channel. Guys, thank you so much for sticking it through with me. We're not going to have any more mishaps. I'm not going anywhere until my birthday. And I don't know what the heck we're going to do, but I'm going to make sure that I get that episode to you. But we got a month to worry about that. So I am going to divide this up by all the raggedy people in this episode. So, you know what? Before I even get started on Ghost in Time, because they had a lot going on in the episode, I'm going to talk about Tariq done behind for just a few moments if you guys would like to bear with me. So, his roommates brought somebody in his room to basically say, like, hey, they want to get some pills. And I was like, bruh, what are you doing? Like, why are you just willy-nilly bringing somebody into his room admitting that he is selling drugs? That is not smart. And so Tariq kicks the dude out, and then basically he ends up, you know, the dude is, his roommate is now selling for him because we saw that coming a mile away. So Tariq calls Tommy after Ghost leaves and tells him what happened. He basically told him that, like, hey, Tommy is dead. I want to let you know that I killed him because he tried to kill Angela. And then, you know, remember Tariq had asked him, like, why did he try to kill Angela? And he basically lied to him. And so he basically asked him, like, hey, what happened? Were you really aiming for Ghost, like when he shot Angela? And he told him the truth. And so he tells him if he takes a shot at him, he's going to let him know first. And so this is really important to Tariq because, you know, he gave his dad the chance to tell him the truth, since the constant theme between Tariq, Tasha, everyone is Ghost is always lying to put his best interest at heart. And so because Ghost chooses to lie to Tariq, this basically forces him to place his allegiance to Tommy, because Tommy told him, like, the real deal, what was up, like, this is what actually happened, this is why, you know, me and your dad is beefing right now, and why I'm going to kill him. And so I don't know how I feel about this whole roommate thing, because he was like, hey, somebody wants to meet you, but if you don't, like, they're threatening to snitch on you. And I was just like, this just was never smart to get your little roommate involved in all of this. Like, it's not even smart for you to be involved in all of this, acting like you a drug dealer now, you know what you're doing. I just feel like he's totally in over his head. And so he meets with the person that ends up being the girl, and she tells him, like, hey, like, you need to stop. There are not a lot of us at this school. There's not a lot of black people. I'm here on scholarship. It's going to be totally obvious for them to know, like, who is behind selling all of these drugs. And if you mess it up for yourself, you're messing it up for us as well. And then they're going to basically look at us like we're drug dealers as well. And so you need to do better for us and also too for yourself. And so I was like, I could totally see them basically trying to, like, have them be love interests with one another. But I was mad because at the end of the episode, we see that she basically tells him, like, hey, I'm a sell for you. Because he was like, don't you want a new laptop? Aren't you tired of being broke? I was just like, Tariq, shut up. You get on my dang on nerves. So now he done got the roommate selling for him, got this girl selling for him. I'm just, Tariq, just destroy your own life. Don't destroy other people's lives. It just really bothers me that he's getting up in all of this mess. And so we see that Angela's sister, Paz, she's basically trying to get their arrangements together. You know, they froze Angela's benefits because they don't know if at the time she died, was she helping Ghost, or was she, you know, basically being a law-abiding citizen? So because of that, you know, now she doesn't know how she's going to pay for the funeral. We know that Ghost offered. She was like, hell no. She didn't want nothing to do with him. So she's trying to figure out how the heck she's going to pay for this. And so we see that Sax, he meets with Proctor, his ex, to basically get a bug so he can try to find some type of evidence on Proctor that it can in return make Proctor flip on Jamie. And so he basically places this, like, this little unicorn thing on the daughter's backpack. We all know that this is going to end horribly for Proctor, I'm assuming. But yeah, so basically he says if, like, you'll help me with this, I'll write a letter of recommendation to help you get a nice job at the law firm. This can really set you up to make sure that you can get custody of your daughter. And so when they go to court, I felt so bad because, like, it kind of reminded me of, like, this parable. I think it's in Solomon, like, when the two women are fighting over the kid, and basically they say that, hey, we're going to just cut the baby in half. And the lady was like, no, like, let her have the baby. Like, I don't want anything to come to harm. And the other girl was like, okay. And I was like, you raggedy. Sorry, I can't be saying it about the parables in the Bible. I'm sorry, Lord. Please forgive me. Charge it to my mind, not my heart, okay? So, but I felt so bad because we saw how this was really, like, hurting Proctor's daughter. And so he could see that, and he was just like, hey, like, we will share custody. And then the mama didn't even care, like, what was happening. She just wanted to beat Proctor or something. So I was just like, she's so raggedy. She get on my dang on nerves. I was just so upset, you know, just seeing how all of that played out with one another. And so I don't know what this... Actually, I do know what that meant. It's okay. I'm going to talk about that later. So, basically, Sags got on my nerves when he was talking to Tamika, talking about, how you doing? I'm like, Beach, how you think she doing? She lost her job, dealing with job raggedy behinds. Like, don't ask her nothing. Don't even talk to her. I'm just like, you are doing the absolute most, but it's whatever. But Tasha, okay? Tasha, the Feds trying to talk to Tasha. They're trying to figure out what the heck happened to Terry, because, you know, Terry missing. We know the ghost killed Terry. Tasha has a good idea that Ghost killed Terry, but he doesn't want to fess up to it at all. So right now they're in arbitration for getting their divorce finalized. And so basically she wants half of everything, and because they have a prenup and she initiated the divorce, she can't get anything. And I was like, dang, Jamie thought of literally everything to make sure that this girl didn't get no money. And so then I was like, sir, so you just did all of that, told her she couldn't get no extra money, and then you're going to be like, hey, I need you to go to Angela's funeral with me? I said, sir, last week it was, I lost the woman I love. And I was just like, now you can't have no money, but can you go to this funeral with me? And I was just like, Tasha, why do you keep bending over backwards? I understand it's supposed to make you guys look right, but I was just like, ugh. He get on my nerves. He's so raggedy to her. He's so disrespectful to her. And so basically, she says, fine, she's going to go to the funeral, but you need to drop this stuff with Tommy. And he was like, okay, I will. But I was like, sir, but you technically already killed him, so why you didn't tell her that you killed him already? But I guess you just needed her to go to the funeral. See, this is why you be getting your raggedy behind in trouble, because you always lying about something and getting caught up in your lies. So, yeah. So, past meets with Tasha. And then Tasha tells her that her and Angela were working together. And then she threatens to go to the cops on Tasha. But then Tasha's like, okay, if you'll do that, then you'll lose all of the money, the benefits that Angela has when they decide to unfreeze them. And so basically, Sergeant Rodriguez run up on her after she leaves talking to Angela's sister, and she was just like, hey, like, what's going on? She was like, you and Angela's phone was picking off the same cell phone tower, and she was just like, she played it off, whatever, but I was just like, that girl don't never quit, so I know she's gonna be back again. And then she confronts Ghost, and then he alludes to killing Terry, but not really, like, fully saying that fully saying that he did it. And then she basically tells him that, like, hey, if you don't want me to tell nobody about Terry, then you need to pay me to keep my mouth shut. And so then we finally see Tasha gets a new apartment. It ain't a nice apartment. It ain't nice as, you know, as the penthouse that they had before. And then I was like, look at y'all letting their daughter talk. Okay, she been disappearing for a whole, 5 seasons. Y'all wait till the last season to give her a growth spurt to become, like, an actual talking little human. And then now you want to give her some lines. I said, well, you know what? It ain't no right time like the final time. So I'm just happy that we can see that kid, because I didn't think she existed for quite some time. But I guess since you got rid of Raina, then now, you know, you can have the little girl talking now. So I just like, okay, I see what you guys are doing. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, let y'all get, just fix it, Lord. Just fix it. Just make sure y'all do right by this little girl. Y'all already did wrong by Raina. Make sure you do right by her in this final season. So we see that Tatum's announcing his run for governor. And then they start asking him questions about Jamie. And so this dude calls him out about, basically, you talk about how you want to give back to the community, but you're not doing anything to help. Like, I still don't have a job. Most people don't have jobs. Like, what are you going to do about it? But then Jamie intervenes, and he was like, you know what? Me and Tate, we were working on this together last night. I said, you slick old dog. So you did all of that to make sure that you had an alibi for the night before, because we know that Proctor had told him, like, hey, I can't be your alibi because I was with the new district attorney. So I was just like, you know what, Jamie, you never seek to amaze me or surprise me with the crazy ideas that you come up with. But I was like, I see you. Okay. Like, I was here for that. So we know that at the end of the first episode, Ghost killed Tommy, or he thought he killed Tommy. So basically, he's waiting outside just to make sure that, you know, Tommy's gone. And so he sees the dead body. And they start towing his car away. And then Ghost meets with Jamie. Ghost meets with Jamie. Ghost meets with Jason. Jason basically pissed the hell off. He was just like, yo, what? I knew that you guys had something going on. Like, what is the problem right now? Like, you're not about to mess up my money. And then Ghost tell him, like, hey, I'm not trying to go to war or anything like that. But then I was like, Jason, how you gonna play both of them? So you basically you making Tommy pay you for protection. Then you making Jamie pay you not to kill him because he tried to mess up your little shipment and all of that. I was just like, Jason, can I get some money? Can I just pay Sally Mae? If he give you $100K, like, I can have these student loans paid off in like 2 weeks. What's good? So, so then that's when he goes to Proctor and he basically tells him, like, hey, you know, I need you to do an alibi. He's like, no, because I was with the, like, district attorney who was trying to get me to turn against you last night. So, no, I can't do that. And then he was just like, you know, but it's good that Tommy's dead. And he was like, I just killed my best friend is dead. I said, sir, but you killed your best friend. Like, we supposed to let you mourn when you was the one who killed him? I don't understand how that logic goes, but okay, I'm gonna ride with it. But we see that Proctor tells him, like, don't go to Angela's funeral. But of course, we know that he's going to go anyway. And then Proctor gets served with papers by his ex to get custody. And that's how we get into the whole little custody battle that happens. So Ghost shows up at Tariq's school, basically telling him what happened. We already told you about that. And then Ghost goes to Jason because he lied to him and said that he would basically kill Tommy. Jason told him that if he kills Tommy, then he will need to replace him. So if he's not ready to replace him as Distro, then he can't kill Tommy. So this is conflicting because basically Ghost wants to be a better man. I want to be the man that you always wanted me to be, Angela. It's too late. It's a little too late, but he's still trying to be this perfect man. But in the beginning of the episode, we see that Tommy's still trying to act like he's dead. So he has Tariq call him an Uber. Why the Uber driver call him like Marshall, telling him he looked like Eminem? I absolutely started dying. But then I was like, when he goes to talk to his little goons, I really don't care for his goons. Like 2-Bit, Spanky, and all of them, they just really bother me for some reason. Like, they will never be on the level that Julio was. And 2-Bit is always getting into it with somebody, and they irk my nerves. Do you guys feel the same way? Because I really don't like Spanky, 2-Bit, none of them. Like, they all could die for all I care. But we see that Tommy's telling Keisha that he couldn't see himself killing Ghost because it will affect Tasha and the kids. And then Keisha brings up a good point. She was like, but wait a minute. He didn't think about me and Cash when he basically murdered you, thinking that he murdered you. And so then it got Tommy to thinking. And then Tasha shows up to try to talk to Keisha or Tommy. Keisha slammed the door in her face and then tells Tommy to stay away from Tasha. I was just like, what do you have against Tasha? Now, I know Tasha wasn't a good friend, but like, are you jealous of Tasha's and Tommy's relationship? Like, do you think that Tommy secretly wants Tasha? Like, where is all this coming from? So she told him to stay away from Tasha and Ghost, like, leave all of that alone. And then we see that Tasha ends up meeting with Tommy after the fact. And then he told her what happened with Tariq. And now she doesn't know if she wants Ghost alive, because technically if they're still married, then she will be entitled to all of the money if something were to mysteriously happen to him. He offers to give her money, but she was like, Keisha's not going to be okay with that. I'm not even trying to mess up what y'all got going on. And so we see that Tommy's trying to watch Ghost. It looks like he's about to kill Ghost. But he ends up getting kidnapped by Jason's people. And Jason basically tells him, like, hey, you can't kill Ghost. I don't want no problems. Like, you stay on your side, I'll protect you, you give me my money, and then Ghost is going to pay me not to basically kill him. And so then we see that he ends up buying Keisha a purse because Tasha told him, like, she wants to know that she'll be taken care of, and then she'll do anything for you. And then, like, Keisha was falling for it, but then she looked at the bag. She's like, how you know that I wanted this bag? Which basically he snitched on himself that he was talking to Tasha, and then she got mad all over again. And then my favorite part of this whole episode is when Angela has her funeral, and then the agents are sitting there like, the level of disrespect and petty that is going on right now. I thought it was cool that Tasha and Paz made peace and that Tasha paid for the funeral, but we see that they looking with Ghost, and then Tasha pop up at the funeral. They looking like, "Beach, what? But baby," when Tommy rolled up there, I said, "Tommy, you looking good with his little all white on and stuff." He walked up, and then Ghost is looking like he just saw Ghost. Get it, Ghost? Like he saw. Okay, I'm sorry. That's so corny. But you know, and then he was like, "Did you know Tommy was here?" She was like, "Yup. Beesh, because you sent up here lying again." And so I was just like, my man walked up so smooth, dapped up Pies, dapped up the rest of Angela's family, because they ain't beefing with him, they beefing with Jamie. And I was just like, the look on his face, it just gave me all of my life. But then we see at the end of the episode that we see that Dre is alive. He is going to testify against the Jimenez. And so basically tell him like, hey, you're going to testify tomorrow, and then on you're going to witness protection. But he's spooked because he see that Angela is dead, and he thinks that the Jimenez was behind it, not knowing that Tommy was behind it. And then the whole episode goes off, which I feel as though that like Ghost and Dre are going to end up working together, and maybe he's going to try to have Dre take over since he still wants to go legit. I don't know if he can really let go what happened to his daughter. I don't know if he can let that go, but that's a good backup plan for him. If he wants to kill Tommy, then he can basically say that Dre will be the one to take over. But I don't know if he would necessarily do that, because I'm sure Dre would try to retaliate and then come after him. But who knows? We'll see. But I like this episode. I thought that this episode was better than the season premiere. That's just my opinion. But I thought it was just a lot more happening. And I was like here for all of this, especially that funeral scene. That's all I needed to see for the entire episode. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Power Season 6, Episode 2. Whose side are you on? Right now, I'm on Tommy's side. I ain't gonna lie. I don't mess with Ghosts. I'm on Tommy's side. Like, I'm just letting y'all know right now. Comment in the comment section below, whose side are you on? Are you on Ghost's side or are you on Tommy's side? And do you feel as though Tariq's gonna be the one to end up killing his daddy? I just have a secret feeling that that's what's going to happen, but who knows? So yeah. So as always, my name is Sharana from Pay or Wait. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. I'll see you soon.